Alright, hello. Excuse the country music in the background because I'm playing country music. Now, I actually decided to do this video because of a video that CuteWitch772 did called Shifts. That gave me a great idea because I haven't done it yet. So, the idea of shifts and what they mean in my practice. They mean a lot in my practice, because it involves you listening to your inner voice and deciding if something or someone, goddess, God, whichever you want to think about, is trying to tell you something. Now, for me, that's all the time. Like, there's always some voice in my head telling me things that I find out later that are true, or prophetic dreams about the future. I've even had dreams about the past, past lives that I know is me, but I can't really see who I am type deal. Um, I started my practice when I was 12. Um, Sorry, I thought somebody was here. Anyway, so started my practice when I was 12 because I met my first demon when I was 12. At the time, I didn't really understand what that was. All I knew was that I needed to protect myself from it. So I started delving and diving, I should say, into certain practices that I practice now. But what really pointed me in the right direction was a little voice that told me protection spells, ward your room, that type of thing. It wasn't technically a voice, but it was enough there to make me, push me in the right direction. Um, and it did help. I did get rid of that demon. It didn't bother me again after that. So, obviously, whatever was telling me that knew that it would help. I don't have that voice very often. Um, Sorry again. Anyway, as you can see, I'm very paranoid. That's why I don't listen to my voice very often, because I'm so paranoid. I get my own little voices in my head that I probably shouldn't be telling you that. But anyway, so I have to be careful as to which one I listen to and which one is the right one. Um, Currently, though, the reason I started making videos wasn't because I was bored or because what I said in the past about why I started videos. To be perfectly honest, at the time I didn't have a clue, but now that I think back on it and I have another point of view to look at, I realize that something wanted me to put myself out there. I'm antisocial. I don't like people. I don't like to talk to people. Something wanted me to put myself out there. I'm not entirely sure why yet, but I figure this voice hasn't been wrong yet, and it's only helped me in the past. So I'm willing to listen to it and willing to do what I need to do to follow what it's trying to tell me. I have felt a shift in the past. I'm feeling a shift now. It's not really telling me what I need to do, though. It's more of warning me against something. Um, it's always followed by prophetic dreams, though. I'm still waiting to see of whether or not that comes true or not, or if I need to somehow find a way to see if it comes true. But I still have not a clue to this day, and it's been happening for like 2 years, maybe. Um, that something bad is going to happen in the future. But now, as the years go by, the little voice hints off at 4 years or less. So I guess I will eventually find out. But then again, it could be something else entirely that may not even be bad. It's just the way I take it. So we'll see. uh, as you can see, I was at a wedding recently. I also went to a reception, which I did not film. Did not film that at all. And then there was an after party, which I filmed a little bit of, as you can tell by the video that I posted a few hours ago. Um, so it had all the boys in it that I hang around. They're all older than me, and they're all married. Well, most of them. And they were really interesting to get back together for. They like to play music and play guitar. So that's basically what that video is, showing you what I go through every time they're in the same room together. They're always playing something. Now, as to whether or not they know a full song, well, that remains to be seen, but anything can happen, I guess. Um, anyway, back to the shift idea. I believe we all have that. Something telling us to go in a certain direction. Now, as to whether or not you listen to it or even hear it, is kind of iffy because, some people, like people with ADHD, won't realize that that's the voice or that that's the feeling that they're getting because they already have all these other feelings. And in my case, my brain goes a mile a minute all the time, regardless, even when I'm trying to sleep. And being quiet just makes it worse, which is why I can't meditate without music. I also I also cannot read without music, which still goes in the same category. I don't like silence. I'm a very paranoid girl. So the whole idea that you have to be quiet to listen to that, it could happen either way. I mean, really, technically, if the voice is louder than your music, then yeah, you'll be able to hear it. Especially if you're looking for it. Like, I'm always looking for it because I know something's going to happen. I'm just waiting on a signal that it will happen. Um, or in my mother's case, she went freaking Christian. She don't hear that voice very often anymore. The voice of her old gods trying to tell her something. No, she thinks it's her god trying to tell her something now. Which is all fine and well. I have no complaints over that. Because, well, I don't believe in condemning somebody for their beliefs. Now, as to whether or not someone else will do that, I don't know, and I don't care. So, what are your guys' ideas on the shift idea? I would like to hear them. Also, please subscribe. Please look into my new channel and tell me if any of you guys actually want to be in it or not. And, well, that's kind of it, I guess. I mean, that's all I had to say on the shift idea. Unless you guys want to hear more. Yeah, that's kind of it at the moment. But as an update, I have not gotten a job yet. I'm still looking. I have an interview on the 28th. Not going to tell you where until I know for sure. Um, Bought a bunch of food for the house. Might be going back to my vegetarian ideas here, but we'll see as to whether or not that happens. And so that is my video for today. If you guys have any ideas for what you want me to do videos on, I need to know. Please tell me, comment, whatever. And just remember, you have to have an account when you comment. So, blessed be, love and light, and I will see you guys next time for my next video. Also, I might do my other history videos as soon as I have my laptop up and working again. If which should be in maybe a day or so, depending on how long it takes. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.